The Rebuild, Wednesday at 7:30 on WLFI. And now, your Precision 18 forecast. News 18. Weather from where you live.
Well, before the storms, it was another very hot day in the area. 90 at the station, 90 Fowler was the high. We hit 94 at Crawfordsville, 84 at Rochester, though, and 84 at the Cass County Airport. Marianne had 88 at her weather station in Remington. A rain-cooled 71, though, at Crawfordsville now, 76 Lafayette, but it's already heating back up at Kentland and Morocco with 85 degrees. We've got our little front that was north of us yesterday, sliding southward again, and this dashed yellow line, that's the cool air rushing out from the storms. That's the outflow boundary. And that outflow boundary is kind of hung up here in central Illinois. And what may happen is this may start to move back eastward as the heat builds in Illinois. It hasn't stormed in Illinois today, and it's still very hot. So this may work back in, and it may trigger a couple more storms in the area this evening and tonight. Right now, though, any light rain is just drying up, and any thunder is beginning to dissipate in our area. But you'll notice a couple storms here forming, one near Champaign and one near Bloomington, Illinois. That's the outflow boundary that's moving back off to the northeast and eastward. So I think 30% coverage of a few scattered storms this evening and tonight seems very reasonable. Some haze out there right now. Wind going back to the south after being from the north as those storms blew through. A few storms this evening, tonight, then some patchy locally dense fog. A few storms can't be ruled out tomorrow as the front kind of settles southward in our southern counties of the viewing area. And then perhaps a storm or two tomorrow night, Thursday morning. Then dry until late Friday, Friday night, Saturday morning. A couple rounds of storms possible. And we're not done with the heat yet. In fact, a stretch of 90s may occur as we get into September. Tonight, though, a few storms around, then some patchy locally dense fog, and a couple storms even tomorrow. You'll notice on our high-res Futurecast product here, this is about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. A couple storms it's kind of hinting at down here, especially in the southern part of the viewing area. Then the front starts to move back north tomorrow night. That may spark a storm or two, but it's north of us on Thursday. So Thursday looks dry, partly cloudy, and quite hot and humid again before we see the storms come back in later on Friday. 88 tomorrow and Thursday at Lafayette, and high humidity will accompany that as well. 90 Kingman, 87 at Burlington. On the next 7 days, though, notice the highs still above normal. The normal high is about 81. We'll be up to 88 tomorrow, 88 Thursday. 90 on Friday, and then after morning storms, those likely Saturday, we cool off in the afternoon back to 82, 81 on Sunday, and then back to 86 on Monday with a few more storms. And on Tuesday, that will likely be the beginning of the heat coming back in, and we may find ourselves with a stretch of 90s once we get into early September, about the 5th through perhaps the 9th.
In the past 4 or 5